Um, as we've said, again, I thank you for the introduction. My journey in caregiving, as has been said, began in the military as an 18-year-old. Um, Joined the Army. Sometime in the military, I became a part of a funeral detail where I helped bury veterans in part of their funeral services. And that was kind of my first introduction to ministry. I was in Germany when the wall fell, when the Berlin Wall fell. I was there again, serving as a police officer in Flint. I've uh, dealt with people through a number of epidemics. One, the crack cocaine epidemic, the water crisis, I've served through. Sometime in my policing career, I accepted a call into ministry and the pastorate. Um, Lately, after retiring, I've gone into being a hospice chaplain, where I spend my days counseling people in end of life situations. Also, I'm a master certified life coach, and so I've been in the caregiving business as a male most of my life. In addition to that, being married over 35 years, three adult children as well. So within the family, within the community, and on various levels, I've been involved in caregiving as a male again for most of my life. And so when I was presented with this theme of male caregivers, I immediately thought of the biblical leader Moses. And it was Moses who, through his difficulty in leadership, dealing with people in leadership is difficult challenge. Moses was having a difficult time leading the people. And there was a point in time where Moses challenged God and he cried out to God. And he used this term in his rebuttal to God. And he said, "Am I as a nursing father?" And in other words, Moses was challenging God to say, did I birth these people? Why am I having to carry this burden of dealing with these people in leadership? And so this term, again, the nursing father, is a metaphorical expression found in the Bible, primarily to describe the role of care and the role of protection and the role of provision, and likening it to a nurturing parent. And the term, again, is usually associated with leadership. Those of us who are in authority to care for and guide others with compassion and dedication. And when I look at Moses, again, being the nursing father, there are five things that I want to show you and share with you that made Moses the nursing father that he was. And number one, I want you to, as caregivers, remember your own vulnerability. Number one. Number two, protect the vulnerable. Number three, deliver the destitute. The fourth thing that Moses did was he trained and empowered um, the people that he cared for, he trained them. And the fifth thing that Moses did was that he prepared the next generation of leadership. And so, dealing with his vulnerability, Moses was born in a time where Pharaoh had declared that all the male Hebrew children be destroyed. And it was his mother who protected him, who hid his birth. Um, Later, she would place him in the water where his sister would look over him. And by some means, the daughter of Pharaoh stepped in, and she wound up bringing the baby Moses back to his own mother to nurse him. And so again, Moses starts his journey with his own vulnerability. And there's something about embracing your own vulnerability that gives you the DNA for being a caregiver. And the next thing, Moses, from that, he began to protect the vulnerable. Wherever he saw people being taken advantage of, Moses developed a heart to protect vulnerable persons. When he saw the Egyptians uh, fighting against the Hebrew people, when he saw Hebrew people fighting among themselves, Moses had it in his heart to protect the vulnerable. Moses would eventually run from that place to Midian, where he sat by a well, and there were seven daughters coming to draw water from the well, and thieves came to chase them away, and Moses protected them. He protected the vulnerable. When he accepted his call, he got into delivering uh, the destitute, delivering the people that were in bondage. Moses took upon him this call to deliver people from bondage, and he trained. He didn't just allow the people to become solely reliant upon himself. Moses trained the people. He taught them the precepts of God. He taught them how to advocate for themselves, and so they were not only dependent upon him as a leader, but he trained and empowered and gave them the spiritual information that they needed, so they would not be totally helpless and totally, again, dependent. And then, as Moses comes to the end of his journey, he finds his limitations, because we all have limitations. And God would not allow Moses to go over into the promised land, but Moses had it in his heart to train Joshua to take the people over into the promise. And so these are the things that make us great caregivers as men. Number one, remembering your own vulnerability. For me, my vulnerability was growing up in a single mom home, sometimes dealing with the issues of domestic violence and alcoholism, and abuse with my father. When I was vulnerable, again, I had a great mother there. When I was vulnerable, I remember the people in my neighborhood, in my community, that stepped in and helped me. When I was vulnerable, I remember the athletic coaches and the people who took me in, who nurtured me. Eventually, I had a great stepfather too that came in and gave me the guidance and some leadership that I needed. But it instilled in me, when I connect with my own vulnerability, it instilled in me the ability again to go into the military and protect people. It instilled in me the ability to become a police officer and protect people. It instilled in me the ability when I saw the suffering on the streets of Flint, and the drugs and the violence and the economic disparities that happen. It instilled in me a will to help deliver people from those situations as much as I could. And it instilled in me, going into the ministry, again, to teach and train people how to do the best that they can for themselves. And again, now at 60 years old, as much as I've been able to do, what God is showing me now in the final steps of this is how to prepare the next generation of caregivers, the next generation of leaders, because our job is not done as caregivers until we prepare the next generation of leaders. My job is not done as a pastor until I can have the next leader in place. You know, if and when something happens to me, because we won't be able to do our work forever. God has blessed us to have the opportunities to do what we do, but we have to be able to see beyond where we are and begin to humble ourselves and prepare that next generation of leaders. And so, again, I'll give you these 5 things again, as I've learned from Moses, the nursing father, that I feel are applicable to us as caregivers today. I encourage you as I close, again, number 1, to remember your own vulnerability. Many times men struggle with this. We don't like to see ourselves as vulnerable. But God again says that in our weakness is where we find our strength. Remember your vulnerability, protect the vulnerable, deliver the destitute, train and empower your patients and the people that you care for, and prepare the next generation. Be humble enough to be able to see that this life and this ministry and this work is bigger than you. And just as someone has helped and mentored you, now is the time for us to help mentor and prepare the next generation of leaders. And so, hey, God bless you. And I thank you all for this great opportunity to share. And so I look forward to doing this and continuing. And so this is what God has put on my heart to share with you today. I thank you again. God bless you all. And I look forward to continuing this dialogue. Thank you.